Tonight I am cooking dinner, supper, whatever you want to call it, for the family. And that's one thing I do a lot on the Blackstone is cook big meals, dinners, whatever. Don't always record them, but that's what I primarily use my griddle for because it is so simple to throw together a great weeknight, weekend meal for the whole family. Just like this chicken tortellini dish right here. Now this is enough to feed an army. And yes, I know I do have a lot of mouths to feed around here, and that's why I may get comments all the time. Why do you cook so much? I have a lot of mouths to feed. So if you want to scale this back, that's fine. You know how much you need to make that much. But right now, it'd be a good time to go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up because we have a little bit of prep to do while that thing heats up to get this dinner started. So let's get that done. Now to start off with, we're going to use a red or purple. Which is this, red or purple? There's a big debate out there. I'm not going to say which it is. We're going to use this color onion right here to put in here. I'm just going to slice it in half and come back and slice the ends off like so. Then we're just going to peel it. Then all we need to do is just come in here and slice it. I just want slices like this right here. Something really, really simple, nothing fancy. Do this other one the same way. And there we go. Let's get these on the plate over here. Now, bell peppers. I have a red, so we're going to use different colors. A red, an orange, and a yellow as you see over here. So, and we're going to do the same thing with it and just slice it. Pretty much like this right here. So let's get a red. And we need an orange. And of course, you gotta have that yellow. And there we go. Onions and bell peppers are cut up just that quick. Let's work on this chicken. Now, as far as the chicken is concerned, you can use chicken breasts. I prefer boneless, skinless chicken thighs. To me, they just have a lot more flavor. They're more juicy. They're just better all the way around. If I can get this glove on, we get to working on them. You ever have trouble with gloves sometimes? Oh, there you go. It went on that time. There we go. Let's work on this chicken. Now, I did clean it up a little bit. Got some of the fat off, but we'll get some more off. And all I'm looking to do with this chicken is just cut it into chunks, kind of bite-sized pieces, if you will. Something that simple right there. I do have rather a lot of chicken, but like I said, I'm feeding a big family. So let's get all this chicken here cut up. And then we're down to the last piece of chicken. There we go. Simple as that. It's a lot of chicken cubed up, diced up, cut up, whatever you want to call it. But whatever you want to call it, I'm going to call it ready to go cook on that griddle. Come on, let's go over here. Well, I'm seeing that white smoke. You know what that means. It means it's time to put some groceries down on this griddle. Throw on a bit of cooking oil first. All of that griddle right there in the center. We will reach around here and grab up all our chicken. Our chicken. Get it right there. Man, listen to that sizzle. That's what it's about. That sizzle right there. That gets you going every time, don't it? Now, I need to get some more. We use this Tuscan Herb right here by Blackstone. This is some really good stuff, and as you can see, I'm about out. I need to go get some more. But I'm going to use it right here on this chicken. Kind of mix it as I'm seasoning. Man, that Tuscan Herb. Ooh, I love the smell of that. Kind of smell like a pizzeria out here. Telling you what, it is smelling right. So I'm gonna put down a little bit more oil on this chicken. Or a lot more oil, however you want to look at it. So we can get the kind of frying in here. And then we will just spread it out and just let it cook for just a little bit. just like that. You would never believe raw chicken is smelling so delicious out here. This Tuscan herb, I'm telling you, it smells so good. So this thing's been going, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes now. But look at that sear it's starting to get on this chicken right here. I mean, that is some beautiful, beautiful looking chicken. It don't take long to cook this up, but you want that sear on there. It just makes it look better and taste better, I think. So let's spread this back out and just let it cook just a little bit longer. And that chicken's looking good, y'all. So now that this chicken is almost done, it's looking really, really good, isn't it? Let's spread it, not really spread it out, slide it over and spread it out. I know what I was trying to say, I just couldn't say it. But I know what I'm gonna do. We're gonna grab at this tortellini. Now, this tortellini is still actually frozen. It's been sitting out here, but when I came out here, I brought it straight from the freezer. So yeah, it's fine to use perfectly frozen, or fully frozen. It's good to use frozen. Dump it straight on that griddle top. Now what I'm looking at is, I am feeding a big family. I was debating on using 1 or 2 bags. Honestly, I think I'm gonna use 2. That's a lot of food, y'all. But if you've seen my family, you'd understand. So, let's spread this out. Get this to going. Because tortellini does not take long at all, y'all. And to help it out, grab a little bit of water. Just kind of let it steam on itself. There we go. Now, chicken's going, tortellini's going. Won't be long, we got some more stuff in here. I just want you to see how beautiful this chicken is right here. Honestly, I can get me a little bowl of ranch or some hot sauce and just go to town with that chicken right there. But we're not going to. Well, we have all this tortellini over here to use up too. And right now, just letting it cook and kind of just get done. Now with this tortellini, it really don't take long at all. But just come in here every minute or so, just give it a stir. Because you don't want it getting burnt on one side. And it will, it'll brown up on one side. You see some of these are getting kind of browner. But look, they're already starting to cook up a little bit. We just want to get them al dente, as they say. Won't be long. Spread these back out, let them cook a little bit. And now, to the chicken, I'm gonna add these peppers and these onions right here. Add this in here. That's a lot of peppers and onions, but it's a lot of food. Don't really know if I'm gonna use all that onion, but I am gonna use all the pepper. If I need to add more onion in later, I can. But anyhow, that's how much onion I have left. Not a whole lot. Let's get this mixed together. And what's gonna happen is the bell peppers and that onion is gonna take on the flavor of that Tuscan herb from that chicken, and the chicken is gonna take on the flavor of the bell peppers and the onions. And it's all just gonna come together and be so good. All right, we'll just let that sit there and cook now. And come back over here and give this a stir again. Spread it out. Let it cook for just a little bit more. I know I say this a lot, but man, I just love peppers and onions on the griddle. And you mix it in with that Tuscan herb on that chicken. Now you are talking some more good food right there. And so now that this tortellini and this chicken and onions and bell peppers and stuff are almost done, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of bring them all together because we got more stuff to do. We got a lot more stuff to do. We're gonna make a lot of food, y'all. Look at that right there. Ooh, you know this is gonna be good. So now that we have it all mixed in together, let's grab up a few more things. Let's grab some cherry tomatoes, some flavor bombs, if you will. We'll just dump them straight on. I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 of them because I love them on here. Get 2 of those on there. Let's see, what else? Some roasted bell pepper. And I'm going with the whole jar on there. Get those on there. What else? Some cream cheese. I should have already opened it, but I didn't. So let me get it open. Got it open. See if we can get it over here. A little warmer out here today, so it shouldn't be too hard to get out the package like it was a couple weeks ago. Get that on there. Now, got a few more things to add, but let's get this mixed together first. As far as that cream cheese goes, it's got just a little bit of creaminess to this whole dish, and that's what I'm wanting. You can add some heavy whipping cream. You can add a couple blocks of this if you want, but I'm thinking one is pretty much all I want. I don't want to make it too creamy. Not looking for that kind of texture in it. So now, once all that cream cheese is pretty well mixed in, let's just kind of spread it out right here. Let everything kind of melt together. Get them tomatoes cooked just a little bit. Get them popping open just a little bit too. And then we got a few more things to add and we're going to be eating. But in the meantime, look how good this is looking right here on this griddle top. Coming together quick too. And so now it is time to add a few last little things to it. I mean, look how good that is, y'all. Man. So we need spinach. Love adding spinach in this. Big old handful of it. Might as well dump it all in there. Let's do it all. Might as well. Now, another thing I didn't open, getting kind of slack, ain't I, is this Italian creamy dressing. Yeah. Good thing I checked, huh? Be over here trying to squirt it like, well, I want it to come out. But it's Zesty Italian. My bad. It's not creamy. It's Zesty Italian. We're going to add a lot of this in there. Probably should have left the cap off. We'll go with about that much right there. A little more than half a bottle. Let's mix that in and see how it is. Ooh, now that is smelling good. Italian dressing, along with all that Tuscan herb, these peppers and onions. Maybe you can imagine how it smells. I'm telling you, it's amazing. So we'll just keep on mixing this up. Let that lettuce it's not lettuce, it's spinach. Let the spinach kind of wilt down as you see it starting to do now. That's what you want. And then we're going to be taking this up and finishing it off. And so now the trick is finding a platter big enough. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. If it's not, we'll take what we can up on it. Get the rest up later, but let's go ahead and start taking it up. I ought to break out my shovel. Big old scoop. The hard part about this is holding it while you do it. But we're going to do it. Well, y'all, couldn't quite get it all on this plate. Got a lot left over there. But that's all right. I'll run aside and grab a plate. But right now, let's take this over here and check this out. Now, as far as what's left on that griddle, I went ahead and cut the burners off because as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to go grab a plate and take the rest of it up. But let's go ahead and show you how I'm going to finish this up. Fresh Parmesan cheese, y'all. Gotta have the fresh. Because, I mean, if you're going through all this trouble to make a delicious chicken tortellini like this, get the fresh. Now, I think I'm going to use this grater right here. I don't have them little fancy graters like a lot of other people have. I have the old homeschool, old school graters. And it works fine. Look at there. So get some Parmesan all over it. There we go. Now, I have some roasted garlic and herb grinder right here. Of course, I didn't open it either. There we go. Get that on there. There you go. It is done. Smells delicious too. Y'all check this out. So here it is. I might have went a little heavy on the Parmesan, kind of covered up all the beauty of it. But either way, I think it looks pretty doggone good. All that seared chicken, that tortellini, them peppers and onions. Man, you know this is going to be good. Speaking of which, well, we got to try it and find out. And here is the other batch I took up. Didn't go quite as heavy on the Parmesan on top. So now you can really, really see how good that dish is that we made. So what'd you think about that? Now that meal, like I said, came together quick, fast, and in a hurry. Wasn't a whole lot of prep perfect for a weeknight, and it feeds a lot, as you can see. But speaking of feeding, dropped one, didn't I? Let's get some stuff up here. Got a whole fork full here. And I'm glad I did. Yep. Okay, first off, a little more seasoning wouldn't have hurt it at all. Or the Italian dressing, one or the other. A little more wouldn't have hurt it. It's not bad like it is. A little more wouldn't hurt. Me personally, throw some mushrooms in there. That's just my take. A lot of people don't like mushrooms here in the family. I know that, you know, sometimes you just can't, you just got to go with the punches and do what they do. But either way, make it like this. You won't regret it. This is so super delicious. It's really easy. Great for a weeknight meal. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, like it, share it out. Be sure to go check us out on all our other social media platforms. Man, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on everywhere, even here on YouTube. Check us out. For right now, you take us in the family, get them fed. We'll see you next time.